In what month do most recessions begin? I took data on all economic crashes since 1813 and plotted them to see if there was a month in which a crash is most likely to occur. And in fact, there is. Most recessions over this period occurred in January, September, and October. The data looks like this. So as we can see on this line graph, we have these peaks in economic crashes in January, September, and October, with 6 in each of those months. We also see, for example, April only had 1 economic crash over the period. Moreover, the mean average gap between crashes between 1813 and today was 4.5 years. Now, I bet you're sitting at home right now thinking about opportunities and how you can predict the market, but just stop, because there's a major problem with this. This isn't reliable in any means, way, or shape. And I'm going to explain why. The first problem is the issue of cause and effect. So what we're basically saying here is that our independent variable, our month, causes the number of crashes, our dependent variable. But that just doesn't seem right. I mean, how can months cause a recession? Surely there's a load of factors that go into making a recession that aren't included in the month. Moreover, this is a common trap with probability that most people fall into. And it's to do with how things that are truly random appear in some instances to be non-random. And I'm going to show you an example of this now. So we're going to play a game of spin the bottle. What I've done here is laid out in the shape of a clock the months of the year. So January at the 12 o'clock, July at the 6 o'clock. You get the idea. I'm going to spin the bottle. It's going to obviously go round and choose one of the months. Now, this is as close to random as I can get. Someone probably is going to argue with me in the comments and say, actually, maybe these segments aren't perfectly aligned, or maybe I'm influencing the spin with my hand. But this is the best we can do. It's as near random as I can do. I'm going to start by spinning the bottle. Try not to wipe it out. And we've got July, so I'm going to mark down July. So in our data, we had 46 economic crises from 1813 to today. So what I'm going to do, I'm now going to go and spin this 46 times and record the result. If you're enjoying the video, maybe like it, because this is a right pain. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch this. So I span the bottle 46 times, and these are the results I got. So interestingly, as with the economic crises, we see here as well 3 clear, distinct months that have the most frequency. Here we see the months of February, May, and August all have a frequency of 7. So the bottle randomly selected them 7 times. And this is part of probability, and actually random probability. It happens more time than you think. Take, for example, you rolling a dice in a game, and every now and then someone will roll 2 or even 3 sixes. The probability of that is very, very small, but that doesn't mean that isolated event cannot happen. And the problem here is what we're doing is we're taking a very, very small sample of data, which doesn't actually show us a full infinite range of possible outcomes. And within that snippet of data, you often see runs where you get certain numbers repeat themselves. Now, some of this may be my error, and we kind of see that a little bit with these peaks, because you see the months that were between these were less likely to get selected. But either way, it's really interesting actually that we can present this data, which is factual data, and I can make observations and comments about it, and that is technically correct. It's factually correct. Yet, it's not correct. And that's a bit of a problem at the moment, and this is what we see quite a lot. It's people and publications posting statistics and other evidence of proof, which really doesn't prove what they're claiming it does. And I mean, to some extent, I've done that here with this title. I mean, I wasn't going to pass up on the views, but what they don't do is this next step, which actually explains the limitation of this data, and they really should. Because what stops someone saying, right, well, you should do X, Y, and Z on these months because they're the most risky months? That's not what this data shows us in any way, shape, or form. However, someone can make that claim and argue that it's factually true. So statistics are a really wonderful tool we have at our disposal, and they're a very powerful tool as well, so they need to be used sparingly. And as Winston Churchill famously said, the only statistics you can trust are those you falsified yourself. So do you trust statistics? Let me know in the comment down below, and follow for more videos. And until the next time, bye bye.